Madam Judge, I'd like to call a point of order. The point of question would be section 31.038, section B. Now, we have received, as of March 25th, the resignation of our current elections administrator. However, I do not see on today's agenda the item for this body to accept the resignation. And so for that reason, I'm calling a point of order.
Happy to answer any further legal questions in executive session if need be.
Yes, Judge. I wasn't put on the agenda. What's the purpose for delaying the accepting of the resignation?
Commissioner will break to executive session.
I move that we adjourn this meeting until we can repost a meeting that would include the acceptance of Isabel Longoria's resignation.
I second that motion.
Thank you. And what's the reasoning behind that, folks?
This body is, as laid out in the statute, it has the authority and the responsibility of accepting or not accepting the resignation. And I think until we have had that discussion at this table, I don't think we should be moving down on the other agenda items.
People consider their resignation, understanding that it's going public, just like Administrative Longoria did, doing it July 1st. Companies all the time look for people and have a timeline. We're not doing anything differently than what happens in the real world.
All I've asked is that we have an agenda item to accept the resignation as it stands, and we continue on with the business of this. I have no intent to do anything else than to make sure that we do the right thing.
Administrative Longoria publicly resigned. So she didn't do that in secret. We all know that her effective date, the Chronicle covered it.
And I understand the public resignation, but the proper resignation is to this body, not to the public.
What do you mean by proper? Do you mean this legal?
It's improper. Legally.
Two questions. One, why is it improper? And two, if it's so improper, why did you not put an item on the agenda as to that effect?
Well, if you knew it, why didn't you put the item on the agenda, Judge?
Point of order, Judge. When you call the question, that immediately forces it to a vote.
This body has not adopted official rules, so I'm the chair.
Whether or not we should have put it on and for whatever reason didn't. The reality is we've got the agenda before us as set. So to not discuss her resignation, this body could say we want to move up her resignation. That immediately would impact the timeline that's being laid before us. And that's why I think you've got the cart before the horse here.
Hudspeth says she wants to delay it because why? I don't understand.
Well, the reason why we're here is because this wasn't done properly in the first place. I believe that we have not been transparent about this entire process, and we have to do that. We're talking about the public doing the job properly, being sure that we're being transparent. I am doing that and saying I would like an agenda for us to move forward that includes that we accept the resignation as it stands and continue the business of making sure that we replace the
I think
that's what I'm not.
Okay, so let's stop the political theater. This entire body may have missed a step. So because you intently
not the entire body. Not the entire body.
Chair Siegel makes a motion to adjourn the meeting. Clerk Hudspeth makes a second to that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Nay.
I'm opposed as well. The motion carries 3-2, and this meeting is adjourned. Thank you all so much. And remember, you can put items on the agenda.